One of the things that makes Atrium so powerful and flexible and versatile and controllable is the Atrium CLI. So anything that you can do in Atrium, you can do through the CLI. So if I type Atrium in any terminal, I'll get my Atrium help, and you can see how much there is in here. Virtually everything is controllable through the CLI. You can open panes, you can launch agents, you can message agents, you can open a browser, you can interact with the browser, you can do anything, create tasks, it's all here. So everything can be done by you or an agent through a script, through a shell command, whatever it might be. You can even access this directly. Everything routes through a command protocol, an Atrium protocol, that can even be accessed through through an HTML page or React app or anything that you can hook up to a web protocol. So gives you tons and tons of control over what you can do. Allows you to do some really cool things. So you can see, like, if I message an agent right now, one of the cool things that we have built into Atrium is there's a hook that gets fired in the very beginning that tells an agent if your pane has a default name, rename it. Rename it based on the user's prompt. So you can see it automatically named it here. This is how we end up with so many like useful names for all of our panes when we're looking in the sidebar. Nothing is ever useless. Nothing's ever hard to find. You're not looking through 10 or 15 different Claude Code or Codex trying to figure out which one did what, or random generated names like a lot of other apps do. It's very useful, direct, front loads this information for you, but that's just barely scratching the surface. Renaming panes is super simple. Try it out, get it to interact with a browser, try getting two agents to message each other and have a conversation, a Claude agent and a Codex agent, debating how to fix a bug that you've encountered. I do that all the time. Super easy with the Atrium CLI. Yeah, super powerful. You might ask why a CLI and not an MCP. MCPs are great, but Atrium doesn't need an MCP. It's not very like authentication based or anything that you'd really benefit from an MCP. And MCPs, especially if they have as many features as a tool like the Atrium CLI, tend to bloat your context window because you're loading in all of those MCP tool names and descriptions into your context for every agent every time they spin up. The Atrium CLI sits there in the background. We've got a start hook that gives the agent some leading information, tells it, like, if you encounter a QA capture number or you encounter an ATR number, load up the tasks, or if the user asks you to message another agent, use the Atrium CLI, and then it'll load the Atrium skill, which has a lot more information about how to use the CLI, how to do some more complex things. The agent can obviously discover how to do a lot of things in here, but the skill just provides it with a lot more detail and information, and it's progressive disclosure too. So the skill isn't super front-loaded with all of that information. It has references and pointers to deeper workflows. So if it encounters something, QA capture, for example, is like a few lines, but it references a QA capture note that the agent can load up that has a lot more detail on how to use QA capture. So yeah, try it out. Atrium CLI is crazy powerful. Probably my favorite feature of Atrium, and something I use on a very frequent basis. It's in like every workflow that I do in Atrium goes through the Atrium CLI. So test it out, check it out, getatrium.dev. See ya.